paparazzi, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
Down. Black shot.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Yo, blue. Blaster, 6.
They'll set up to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Let's go. Blue check.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The Falcons at 7 and 8 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Green jacket.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Running right through it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want the left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here. And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Ready?
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run with Patterson. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Ready. White. Blood red. Black ultra.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Yellow.
Back to the ground now. Patterson. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And, Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Give to Patterson running to the right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Slot man moves right. On 2nd and 9, Lance. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Let's go.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Play action, now it's Lance. Dancing to his left. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Complete to Drake London. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll give it to Patterson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That's good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And they go the wrong way here, knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy by the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Let's go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Eric Armstead, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Lance now to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. This will be caught at Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. In motion comes the tight end left. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. D'Angelo Malone gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down. And boy, on this drive, it looked like the offense was really moving the football. I mean, they have been moving the football, but now they're in a tough spot. Nice play defensively.
Certainly felt like the defense decided to answer what the offense was doing. Okay, you're doing pretty well there. Guess what? We're going to bring some pressure. See if you can handle that. And they got to him on 2nd down, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Advantage defense.
And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. And they'll go for it. Lance. Forced out to his left. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get it.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. He'll get this to about the 38.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Arnold Ebiketie. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Going up top. Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
At the ball.
Patterson running between the tackles. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Right, 97.
Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team...
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit. Yeah,
they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing on first down is Lance. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Lance. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They give him a gain of 37.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A right side run with Patterson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Okay.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Red, cycle.
They'll look to throw. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Patterson will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lance to throw it. being checked. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Here we go.
Desperation time here. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Patterson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A handoff for Patterson. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This to perhaps salt this one away. Koo knocks this one through the post. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2 score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.